Coming from New Line Home Video, somewhere in Washington.
There's absolutely no trace of any kind of explosive or fragments from a detonating device, nothing.
Somewhere nobody suspects.
I can get to you wherever and whenever I want.
A bomb is ticking.
It's like a combination of nitro, napalm, whatever this is. It isn't water.
A bomb nobody can defuse.
They say that Senator Victor had a seizure and then boom. Boom.
And the government is running out of time.
Now there's a matter of my $10 million.
And you're talking about now.
No!
Keep digging. People don't just explode.
It's a countdown to terror.
These terrorist attacks against members of the Senate come just a week before the revote on the anti-arms bill.
There's one senator left.
What does it mean that there's no trace of a detonating device?
She ran for water, sweat, shook, then boom.
That's it?
No. I left out the part where she swallowed a grenade.
Action thrillers like Patriot Games, Lethal Weapon, and Die Hard always score big with audiences. And Livewire is the next explosive hit. It's loaded with non-stop action, stunts, and special effects. And it's available in rated and unrated versions, starring Pierce Brosnan of The Lawnmower Man and The Fourth Protocol.
I'll separate you from the rest of your life. You understand?
Ron Silver, Reversal of Fortune, Blue Steel, and Mr. Saturday Night. Ben Cross, Chariots of Fire, and The Unholy. And Lisa Eilbacher, An Officer and a Gentleman, and Leviathan. Livewire. Coming soon.
Perfect. Small bastard. Where? Hold on. Wait. Hi, everybody. 3 Black Geeks. It's a new month. Yeah, we're done with white people month. We're moving on, and this. All right, Eris. Again. Where? Were you bored one day? Did you just flip through shit? Oh, I remember that when I was a kid.
You know, we got a coronavirus after. Of course, he was bored. We were all bored.
I was talking about this movie long before COVID. Oh yeah, he was. And I got a question, and you got to answer the goddamn question. When did it hit you in your mind that 3 Black Geeks had to do this shit? It hit me because I felt like I had an Eminem moment. Where he felt like he could never top My Name Is, but then come to find out on the Marshall Mathers LP, you know what? I got another one. This was my another one to The Perfect Weapon. You know what? I suggest, unlike Perfect Weapon, I'm not going to tell. In that same type of vein, remember earlier that week we did what was that, Stone Cold, and yeah. I urged people to go watch that movie before they listen to this shit.
Apparently the abundance of people on YouTube seem to think that was the real fucking movie to get people pissed off every time they see the shit.
I'm glad. I don't give a shit.
It's like every once a week we get somebody like, fuck you, man, I want to see the real movie. I guess we did our job because they want to see the movie now.
And then here's my thing. Everybody, if you haven't seen Livewire, I want you to stop.
Oh, it's online. It's on YouTube, by the way.
It's on YouTube. Fucking go to it. Stop what you're doing right now. Go to it, watch it, and then come back. Holy shit, Eris. This was all right. I remember one of my favorite shows when I was a kid, and the reason why we're all here is because of the TV show The Critic.
They used to always make fun of action movies, and all the action movies had the same things: one-liners, good-looking people, sweating, and a guitar riff like. This movie, I swear to God, if I will cut it fucking open, it will bleed Bill Clinton playing the saxophone on Arsenio Hall. It is that goddamn 90s. And a twofer, if you will. This took place in Washington, D.C. And yes, there are actually shots in Washington, D.C. And I wanted to go down because somebody actually said this locally. It's actually locally in the papers. And this movie goes down as the worst, best movie ever shot in Washington, D.C.
This is a movie.
This movie. And I'm telling you right now, if you, like I said again, if you haven't watched it, stop what you're doing. This movie is bad, but god damn it, is it good?
This movie.
It is so. Hold on. Let me go. Come on. This is my movie. Let me point it out. This movie is so deliciously bad that I waited patiently for us to talk about this movie. It's really bad. You know, like, okay, look. As a kid, I watched this movie. I ate this movie up because I always thought it was crazy seeing how all people had to do was just drink water and they blow up.
This is the movie that should make you afraid of water, actually, to be honest.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is some sinister Dr. Doom type. Nah, Dr. Doom wouldn't do that shit. Who would do that shit, Chris?
Doom would just poison the water in front of you and tell you to drink the shit.
No, easy. That's the easiest answer in the world. Who would do something like this? Kefka.
Yeah, Kefka would do this shit.
This is some Kefka level
Kefka
stuff.
would do it and still pee in the water. Just to get a little bit eviler. He would pee in it.
I told the guys this. Offline. That 1990, the early 90s was a hotbed of tropes, more so including lead action characters that were former bomb squad experts or they were bomb squad experts, because you had Livewire, you had Blown Away, you had the movie with Sylvester Stallone and Sharon Stone where he was a bomb expert or whatever and shit.
I think that was called, hold on, that was called The Specialist. Hey, Specialist, look at me. You're next, motherfucker. We're coming for you.
And all these movies had this thing where...
You didn't say my favorite one. You didn't say my favorite one. Your favorite movie, Speed. Buses.
Speed. Backdraft a little bit because the subplot of Backdraft was somebody was setting off fires and, you know, all of them had this... Yeah, so anyways, there was always
It's cheap, Chris.
Hey, you want to show them to be if you want to show your character to be an expert bomb person, you put them in a scenario where, which one do I cut? The red, green, or blue wire? Which one? What's your favorite color?
Gotta make sure you're sweating.
What's your favorite color?
Gotta make sure you're sweating.
And I think maybe the Blown Away was probably the closest to a legit movie that talked about the bomb squad to a little bit to a degree, but that's about it.
Hey, Kurt,
the only bomb.
Hey, CJ, hold on. I'm gonna add another one too. See, might not necessarily be Hollywood. It's our like our Asian cousins. Freaking Hong Kong did it with Meltdown.
We don't talk. You keep bringing up that goddamn movie, dude. We have to revisit that shit again.
See, we're getting to that, and I don't know, because real talk, no bullshit. Meltdown is our worst show ever. I'm talking down to downloads. I'm not even talking about fucking quality, because it actually
the
sounds
awesomeness
good.
of early Jet Li, but now that he's old and he's in Mulan right now, people want to talk about Jet Li. Boom.
You know what, Chris? Hey, Chris, you know what? I'll think about it, and I think I know what the look. Anyway, whatever. But yes, we had a lot of those. This is really cheap action, though, when you really think about it, Chris. All you need is a timer that already starts the tension. Number two, slow zoom ins to your eyes. You know, with the pliers right, with the wire cutters right at the wires, like all shaking. Which one I do, man? Come on, I ain't got enough time. Oh, it's easy, cheap action. You don't have, you know how like And Eris, you'll know this. You know how people get on anime that it stays still in one shot and really doesn't do, it did a lot of what you call cost-cutting moves and still showed his action. That's why a lot of people really didn't get on anime like they did with everything else. It's sort of like that. You only get like what, two or three shots with that. You don't have to move the camera a lot, and you can get it done within minutes.
In other words, the Kevin Smith approach.
Exactly.
I mean, but the funny thing is about this movie is Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan, we didn't really go into detail with him, and we did in Lawnmower Man to a degree. So, fun fact about
this. We did kind of with The Foreigner. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it is one of our better shows. It was last year, and plus, I want a lot of people to watch The Foreigner. It's one of my favorite Jackie Chan movies.
Don't you mean the Chinaman D?
Hey, look, nigga, no bullshit, guys. Because of us doing it, I mean it. That's like top 5 my favorite Jackie Chan movies now. I'm not even bullshitting.
That was one of his better serious movies too. That's the crazy part.
I don't think it's a better serious movie though. I agree with what Eric said. Shinjuku
Incident is definitely a better serious movie.
Yeah, it's the best one he did. I agree with Eric on that. But at the same time, yes, I like this way better than Shinjuku.
I'll say this for the mainstream person: The Foreigner is what people thought Shinjuku Incident was going to be.
Exactly. I think you said something like that to a degree anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to that goddamn podcast.
But Pierce Brosnan, what was funny about this backstory is he was supposed to take over for Roger Moore for 007 prior to this movie. And
really? They already started that?
Well, it was getting to that point. And you remember, so what ended up happening was, the reason why that was happening was because Remington Steele was about to get canceled because of ratings. Well, what ended up happening in a weird way is that Remington Steele's last season got a higher rating, so they renewed it, and Pierce was stuck in the contract, and he was like, I guess I can't be James Bond, so it went to Timothy Dalton. Him and Timothy Dalton were actually friends. So it was basically kind of like, all right, well, you can be James Bond, and you just hold that until I'm done with this Remington Steele thing, and then, the rest is history with GoldenEye and stuff. Yeah. So what ended up happening was Pierce, to buy this time, was doing Remington Steele and doing movies like Livewire to buy this time. And he did a lot of direct-to-DVD movies before he did Mrs. Doubtfire, which is probably one of his bigger movies after Lawnmower Man.
Don't say Lawnmower Man was a good one. That wasn't a hit. That wasn't a hit for him, though.
I want to point out something.
Mrs. Doubtfire was the biggest one. That's all.
Which I also want to point out something about this movie, and to answer your other question, D, of why did I choose this movie? Because we get to see another version of Pierce Brosnan. And this is by far my favorite Pierce Brosnan. Okay. See, the Foreigner Pierce Brosnan gave me, I'm channeling my inner Sean Connery Pierce Brosnan.
You killed my dog. That's my favorite line.
You killed my dog.
That Pierce Brosnan, Sean Connery Pierce Brosnan was great in The Foreigner. This movie, I got very angry, frustrated Pierce Brosnan dealing with an ex-wife.
Think about it. It is kind of cool that we're getting a different dynamic because remember we did Lawnmower Man and we got Pierce Brosnan being all scientific-y and like, no, you don't understand. It's not what it looks like. No, we got that panicky. Now, I don't want to say panicky, but more cerebral version of, I guess, Pierce. This one had problems.
This is by far my favorite Pierce Brosnan. Outside of James Bond. Outside of James Bond.
I'm about to say, so you like this more than James Bond.
No, outside of James Bond, this is by far my favorite Pierce Brosnan. Because the way he acted throughout this movie, he had that attitude like, yo, anybody could get it.
I mean,
I love the fact that we're actually talking about Pierce Brosnan. It is interesting that you mentioned Remington Steele, Chris, because this was when Pierce was actually a budding superstar. We saw everybody see him as a star. Now, I wouldn't call Pierce Brosnan a superstar. He isn't a superstar. He's a star, though. Everybody know who the fuck he is. You know what I mean? So, but it is interesting. This is when his stock was going up. But even within his stock going up, he made shitty movies. Kind of like what Matthew McConaughey did. So, stuff like that. like that. I ain't saying all of Matt bad. I did not say all shit was bad. But let's just be real. There was a lot of in that. You know what I mean? Let's just be
Look, Matthew, look. Interstellar, you're getting Golden Globes. I liked you in Two for the Money. People hate that movie.
I mean, look.
I think Sierra is a piece of shit. You were great.
Oh, you mean fucking hippie, fucking Indiana Jones? That's what Sierra was?
Yeah. Sierra was terrible, but guess what, man?
Indiana Jones with James Zahn.
No bullshit. That movie is bad. Matthew McConaughey is. We talked about it before. But like when it's a shitty movie and the best person in the movie is like, God damn it, you're the only reason why this movie is watchable just a little bit. You know what I mean? That's how he was in Sierra to me. But yeah. Anyway, but it is interesting that we're seeing a budding star in this motherfucker, in this dude, Pierce Brosnan at this point. But let's just go into the movie because we got to go through this movie. Oh yeah, Chris, I'm gonna put it out there for everybody. If you don't like Ron Silver, let me make this very clear. Ron Silver doesn't have to do much to get his point across that you want to kick this nigga dead in the fucking nuts every time he opens his damn mouth.
So I'll bury the lead here. Ron Silver plays the senator that fucks Pierce Brosnan's wife. Fucking hilarious subplot, by the way, on that one.
We're getting all this shit before we got to get that out of the way.
Here's the thing. What I like about Ron Silver is that he played a very quiet, sniveling bad guy. This and Time Cop, you might as well say they're both the same fucking characters.
Yeah,
might as well say it.
Ron Silver always plays the same villain.
I also want to point out that if it wasn't for that 1992 haircut that Ron was that he was rocking in this movie, I swear, hold on, I swear if it wasn't for that haircut, I almost thought to myself halfway, I'm like, wait, was Tim Roth in this movie and I wasn't paying attention?
I mean, look, his hairline was better in here than in fucking Time Cop with that fucking comb over look that he had as a sergeant.
All right. I just gotta be honest with you. Even with both of them, here's me. You get pussy with that head, nigga. No, real talk. You know, like, I don't think that way. I always say, like, no, real talk. I always ask myself, what are women attracted of when it comes to men? Why are women turned on by mustaches? Shit like that. You want to know? You know, I ask those questions to myself sometimes. But when I saw his hair, I'm like, and you raw dogging that bitch, nigga? How?
D, I guarantee you, it's the title alone of senator and nothing else.
Exactly. It's the ugly drug dealer getting head. It's that. That's all it is. That's what it is. It's Patrick Ewing with 5 bitches outside of his locker room. Yeah, I love you, Patrick. You're ugly.
Damn, dude, really? That's how you feel? That's how you feel. Man. Got you.
Come on, man. This is the same dude who gave us that. This is the same dude who gave us that real life NBA Jam slam dunk for that Snickers commercial.
Patrick Ewing.
Your favorite commercial, CJ. What's up, man?
It's like Jesus Christ. The shittiest man.
All right, Ernest. Chris already knows about this. This is a running gag that D always does on Working Time Sports Show when it comes to Patrick Ewing. Yo, I'm sorry, Ernest. I can't take Patrick seriously. That nigga is still sweating over shit that happened in the championship game against the motherfucking Pacers in 1999.
Who taught you how to shoot that ball? I didn't tell you how to shoot the ball.
I'm like Jalen Rose and that shit, man. Yo, Patrick still sweating, man.
So here's the thing. One thing I've noted about this is that the virus that so the movie off the rip, and this is where the movie really did not. Apparently, the director and the writers gave 0 fucks.
But that title card?
No. The
wire.
The message before that about terrorist bombings and stuff, which bear in mind, this took place 2 months before the first World Trade Center bombing.
Oh yeah. See, this was the weird period of the 90s made we felt safe in the 90s. for
the
some
movie tells you that off rip. Oh man, we will never get bombed.
Yeah, America, we felt very safe, and then the terrorist attack in the World Trade Center, nothing bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? It got diffused. Everything was all right. Then, the Oklahoma City bombing. Oh, those are white people. But it wasn't no foreigners, because we're protected. And then fucking 9/11 happened. You know what I mean? So we had this idea that, oh, everything's safe, everything is normal. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's very weird seeing 1992 kind of predict where the fuck we were going to be.
So, off the rip, as Dee pointed out, the guitar riff, live wire, and all that stuff. So, what you get is we get a killing that happens to one of the senators. And he's drinking water, and he's all, pour the water, waiter. And the waiter, again, the movie shows his hand that he's clearly a bad guy, because as soon as he pours the water, he goes back, takes off the fucking waiter outfit, and walks out the door.
I'm sorry, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but how could you not find that a little suspicious that the very last thing he does before the dude decides to clock out is just pour you some water and then hightail it out the door?
I gotta be real,
and man. I like how the motherfucker had the nerve. The nerve is like, hey, you want to get my water? I was like, all right.
Not only did he, hold on. Not only did he hightail it out the door, but the fact that he had enough time to look back at his victim before he went out the door.
Hope you're thirsty. Doo-doo.
No. Instead of hope you're thirsty, you should say this. It's on the house.
or I got one. There you go, Senator. Drink up. and you had to do it with a straight face.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. As many times people were drinking water, man, this should have been like a fucking public service announcement. Always drink water, kids. Get your gallon of water in a day.
No, the way it made me feel like all the people drink water and blowing up. Coca-Cola only drink soda.
All of a sudden, you're gonna be the fucking
no. Coca-Cola, fuck water.
End up having them damn fucking kidney stones and shit. Like, I said drink Coca-Cola, but I didn't want this to happen.
Hey, look, man, it was either this or I blow up.
I'll take the kidney stones. Let me piss the shit out now.
Why I can't drink water, sir? Well, it seems to be he saw the movie Live Wire. He has a fear of water now.
Your fucking youngest son, your two oldest are already looking at you weird, but your youngest is like, Dad, why don't you drink water? Well, son, saw a little movie called Live Wire, and
This is a bad day shit. You go home, you bring home a pack of Deer Park water, and then immediately just start pouring that shit into a motherfucking pot, and then start boiling that motherfucker.
I also want to point out something.
Get all this shit out.
I do want to point out something with this movie. So, this movie, this is one of Pierce's illustrious selection of films that went straight to video. This didn't even go straight to DVD. This was first released on cable before it even got released.
Apparently it got limited release in America, aka it got like 1 weekend in America and disappeared.
Yeah, because they were doing a lot of that back in the early 90s where it only get like a couple of weeks, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It even then, but you got to think about it. Eris did bring something up that's actually happened a lot. There were a lot of just straight up pay-per-view viewings of movies. They would go straight to pay-per-view.
Yep.
And yeah, this looking at it now, this clearly went straight to pay-per-view. It really did.
Just from the looks of it, it's a cable movie.
This movie really feels like a Joe Bob Briggs movie that he'll show on TNT or some shit. Like,
this does kind of reek of, and now the HBO special Live Wire.
And it's like, so
nah, this ain't HBO. This ain't HBO specials, dude. This is that one movie that comes on 10 o'clock at night on USA.
It is.
It is. The guy's choking and stuff, and he's dying, and I'm like, oh, so he put a chemical in his water. All right, cool. Then all of a sudden, our main bad guy is talking to old boy that poured the water, was like, wait for it. Boom, explosion. I'm like, so is this the double tap? Like, you poison them and then you blow up the building? Okay, I guess. It's a little over exaggerating here.
No. See, Chris, All right, Chris, there's something you're missing. There's something very, very important you're missing. Not only is the guy choking to death, eyes turning red, everybody's like, what's going on? He's literally, and all the rest of that. Next thing you know, he turns into perfect sale and kablooey.
Well, we didn't see, no, that's the thing.
And the best part, though, here's the best part, though. There's an old man walking into the establishment, and as soon as he opens the door, but dude, this motherfucker eats it. And after the flames like die down, you just see him on fire.
D, hold on. I'm gonna point out some stuff for you. I'm gonna point out something. And please tell me y'all laughed at this and you caught it at the same time as me. My favorite, and I'm gonna jump ahead real quick. The next victim to die would be not another senator, not anybody important, but just a dude sitting in a limo who was also thirsty. When the cop shows up, did y'all see how he went from a cop to the incredible crash test dummy?
Yo, the blowback, though. Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, back to the first step. But yeah,
like we didn't see the fact that it was connection with him choking because the lady was like, I gotta give him CPR. So I'm like, okay, he's choking. And so when the building explodes, you don't really put the two together. You're just like, that's a bit of a double tap, but whatever. All right, fine.
I don't know, man. I thought they showed him blowing up because I clearly knew that motherfucker.
Nah, it was basically
scattered everywhere.
It looked like he had a seizure on the ground. So it was like, all right, I guess, all right, cool. I guess he's just gonna die. Cool, fine, whatever. That was basically the assumption that was being put out there and stuff. But the fact that the movie jumps from that scene to Pierce Brosnan defusing a bomb that is clearly in a car from somebody's, this lady's crazy boyfriend, which I'm like, your boyfriend should be turned into Homeland Security, ma'am. Like,
sir,
this is 1992. Homeland Security didn't exist.
I don't know, FBI, whatever, man. That's this motherfucker. Look. Cheating happens. Most people, you know, the chicks will key your car or take a swing at you and shit, you know, or burn your clothes. This dude says, you know what? Step your game up, niggas. Put a bomb in your damn girl's car.
Put a bomb in your car.
No. Here's the thing.
Hey, look, I don't know about you. That's love. Crazy.
It's crazy love.
But
it's love.
Well, you know what, guys? I like what we're doing here, but we need a little bit more 90s things to go now. Hey, Pierce, mention something about her having no underwear on. Oh, right. That's hot.
I'm going to be real. I could tell she didn't have underwear just from what she had on.
You could tell that she came back from a dick date, you know? So,
I've been privy to many dick dates with that happening. So
Ew! You've been privy to getting dick?
No, I've been.
I'm here for you, bro. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hey, Chris, I'm here for you. Talk to me. I want to know. Yes, that's right. If your boy gets dick down, tell it to a friend. We had 3 black
Well,
geeks
that didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. So let's reverse that.
3 black geeks encourage gay homosexuality. Please wrap up. Stay safe. And tell me, how big was that nigga? Was he really big? Was he like small? Or was it like just y'all just had a connection, y'all kissed?
No,
come on, man. I'm
that. I have been the guy that dicked down the chick that didn't have any underwear when she rolled into the room, and I'm like, okay, all right.
Here's my thing. If you know, the one rule I learned from porn and Eris, you know as well as I do. If you're going to have sex, why wear underwear at all? That's what I'm saying. Why wear underwear at all? Fuck it.
I mean, just being real, just being totally honest, it gets in the way.
I'm just saying, man.
Come off anyway,
It gets in the way.
Look, I'm just saying, Go Commando is great. Feels like you're on a mission. I'm just saying.
Like a man on a mission.
I got it, D. I got it.
All right. Anyway, look, but yo, I like how you say, I see, no underwear. Wear it next time. She's like, oh my goodness. And I'm thinking to myself, so are y'all going to track down the boyfriend
Nope.
That was a bomb.
No, we just get a joke where he tries to do a PSA to do a G.I. Joe PSA. Stay away from bad boyfriends. And lowing is half the battle. G.I. That's all that was missing from that scene. That's all. That was.
Actually,
I got a bad question. How did she get the cop?
CJ, actually, his G.I. Joe moment was, oh, for the love of God, go back to your husband.
Abusive relationships. Yeah.
So hold on. So you mean to tell me, Pierce, that this has become an ongoing thing where you are constantly being called and defusing a bomb in this woman's car?
I mean,
it seems like I'm like, all right, look, here's the thing. When it comes to a person being a bomb expert, that doesn't happen that much. But just so happens, he works for the FBI and he's right there in Washington, D.C. So I can kind of believe that, yeah, he's just right there, right there. But how often do we need you? Honestly, really think about it. How often? I get if a bomb went off, maybe you'll be there to tell us how it happened. But outside of that, how many times are you actually going to defuse a bomb?
I mean, yeah. I mean, to me,
I'm not trying to be an asshole either when I'm saying this.
No, but also we have to also point out Pierce Brosnan trying his best to hold on to an actual English accent before he just gives up.
Yeah, this motherfucker, he was doing this weird American, but not really American accent.
Yeah, it's just like, what are you doing, Pierce? Like, just give up.
I don't know. It was weird. It was just weird. It just sounded weird. I don't know. Whatever. But apparently in Pierce's life, his wife works on Capitol Hill, and they're going through a divorce. And
they're going through a divorce for the most weirdest, I ain't gonna say weird reasons.
It's 90s. They're really going to do a divorce because their child passed away. And their child passed away. The child passed away via falling into the pool. Pierce hopping in there too late because he was busy with his work or whatever bullshit. And he was like, no, stay with me. And that's why he's drunk. And that's why he's abusive to his wife. Also, he's verbally abusive to his wife the entire movie. He is verbally abusive to his wife.
I mean, not only is he super...
Making a note of that now.
Hey, D, this guy is on the level of Mel Gibson when it comes to being verbally abusive to his wife.
I know, right? And yeah, so you just open your legs to anyone, you whore.
Oh, I like how he sits there and he sits there and balls up the fucking restraining order and throws it in the trash as though that gets rid of the restraining order.
That's not how it works, sir.
I thought that was hilarious how dude just rolled up on a bomb, like on a bomb disposal scene. Like, excuse me, sir. Like, excuse me. Are you, are you Danny O'Neill? Yes. What is it? You've been served. Have a nice day.
I feel that should have been that joke should have been used for the You Got Served podcast, sir.
Yeah, that feels.
No. This is something. I feel like this should have been referenced in Pineapple Express.
I feel like it should have too.
I mean, but the fact that it's like, okay, so this is their weird are they or are they not a couple situation, I guess, apparently. So I'm like, all right,
I don't know what I think, but look, all we know is this. One or two things is going to happen because we already see that he defuses bombs. He's going to save his wife, or two, he gets pity sex out of his wife. Who knew that both would actually fucking happen, but, whatever.
I mean, so, it is what it is.
My question is, who walked down on who?
But wow,
you know what? I don't know. I think she walked out on him, but he clearly comes off like a motherfucker. Like, no, you stay right there. I mean, him being overly dramatic and walk out.
I mean, first of all, she's the one who looked in his eye and said it was an accident. I'm like,
Who is that lady? Who is that lady? Because I don't like her.
That is Terry O'Neill.
Terry O'Neill.
Lisa Elbacher.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, as far as what has she been in? Hey, guess what, D? This was
What?
the last movie she was in.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
I'm dead
Perfect.
serious.
Perfect.
This was the last movie that she was in.
She had more of a fucking television career than a fucking movie career at that point. It's like, fuck
Which
it, go on
ended in-
TV.
Which ended in 96. She did a whole lot of TV movies. That's one thing.
Well, I mean, that was a thing back then if you think about it anyway. So it was like, yeah,
You know, that was a budding place, and used a lot of TV movies, and Lifetime was actually quietly starting to really pump out a lot of them at that time too. So
Wait, I'm really messing up. Hold on, I'm really messing up. Dude, this is Jenny from Beverly Hills Cop, the first one.
Oh God, I can't remember. Wow, really?
Yeah. She was Axel's friend when he got to Beverly Hills, the blonde.
Oh, that is her. Huh. Well, all right then. There you go. All right, we find out where she's from, guys. Like, god damn, we didn't know where the fuck she was from. Anyway, so I just like how so we get to the next day they're trying to find out who's behind this and all that. You already got senators changing plans because they already make it very obvious that somebody in Capitol Hill is behind this. There's some senator that knows what's going on, or there's some secret that's getting withheld and all that. And then you get to see the bad guys who are terrorists, but it's kind of weird. They come off as 90s terrorists to me. Like, they all from like different countries. They might be from the Eastern Bloc. You don't know where they're from. It doesn't matter. They have a bone to pick with America.
That is true. This is the classic terrorist of, you know what? We don't like America.
America.
It's like, we just don't like America. Why? We just don't.
Because you guys are assholes. That's why. Come on.
You think everything is good with your Michael Jackson and your Coca-Cola.
Because it was simple times when we were just... Again, the title card of the movie tells you how arrogant we were in America. Like, yeah, we're great because we're America. We love Coke.
Look at these assholes. They don't even have security at the airport.
Yo, you take your shoes off.
No security at the airport. You could smoke on a plane.
Don't you know there could be a bomb anywhere, even in your church?
It's like, I've watched Delta Force. I've seen the bombs.
Which I gotta ask y'all. Did y'all like that little opening message after the title card went away?
That's what I said. That's what I was talking about. The opening message.
That's what I'm saying.
With all that stuff, like basically,
that's what
America
I'm talking
has
about.
never had. Basically, I mentioned that already. Like we've never had a terrorist attack on home. I'm like, that is the most arrogant fucking title card I've ever seen in my goddamn life. How are you going to sit there and say that shit?
Other thing
But I do like how they ended with until now.
Yeah, until this bullshit movie. Oh, wherein our bad guy stabs a dude in the back with a pin, because why would you give the bad guy a pin in an elevator when you don't have a pad?
That shit. I love how the main bad guy, what's the main bad guy's name? I don't even know his name.
He's been in a couple movies. Ben Cross.
Yeah, Ben Cross. I know that's Ben Cross. I mean, what's his name in the movie?
Mikhail.
Yeah,
Mikhail.
Yeah.
See, you don't know. See, Eris, that was then what year? 1992. 92. Eris, we didn't trust the Russians at that time, did we?
Bear in mind, too, this is our second Ben Cross movie because we did Hurricane Heist. He was the bad guy in
I was
that
about
movie.
to say, Ben Cross. I was just about to say that. Yo.
Hey, do you prefer him as a bad guy in this movie or Hurricane Heist?
First of all, the Hurricane Heist, he was funny. I had fun. I had fun poking fun at Ben Cross and Hurricane Heist. This, he was just starting.
But dude, I will say this though. Most movies, you don't give the bad guy a pin, especially if you don't have a piece of paper for them to write it on. It's like, you're dead. You're dead.
No, CJ, you don't give a bad guy anything.
At all. Nothing.
Don't give that nigga a compliment. Don't even give that motherfucker a compliment.
It's like you used to say. It's like you used to say all the time. Never put Jackie Chan in a room with furniture.
Yeah, you're just asking. You just ask him to die.
I will keep saying it till I will keep saying it till forever. Is what Captain Murphy said on See It Lab 2021. Ah, God damn it! Now the damn thing got wheels. Like why would you give it wheels?
You just said that, God damn it, gave wheels. No. But I'm like, but I like how after that, right? It's like, all right, he kills the guy because apparently he did. Okay, fine. But then we cut the Pierce Brosnan, and he's talking to one of the senators, and apparently they're having an argument over like this whole. Well, actually, no. Before that, I think that's when his wife tells him that she's dating a senator, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and that's when he got all mad.
It's like, shit. And it's like, that's why.
Again, angry, erratic acting, Pierce Brosnan. I love it.
You didn't change anything. That type of acting.
Now, hold on, and he said probably one of the best lines in the movie. He looked at the senator and said, I'm going to tell you one time. You touch my wife, and I'm going to separate you from your life.
It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, that's a threat on a fucking
government
agent. What are you doing?
No, the fact... Hold on. The fact
that... Ron Silver. Huh?
No, I was going to say, dude, the fact that he said that to a senator's face, got up, turned around, and walked out. 1992, people! 1992!
Ron Silver had this look on his face like, nigga, is that a threat?
So, here's the thing. So assassination attempt number 2. Second sinister comes. This has to be the most sloppiest fucking killings I have ever seen in my fucking life.
Okay, now, first off, Chris, you have to understand something. He is riding in the 1990 Lincoln Town Car limo, complete with cooler, bar, and can seat up to 8 people. This luxurious car can be yours. And anyway, go ahead.
This guy sets up this whole thing, basically poisons the senator inside of it, right?
Yeah. Now, hold on. He doesn't poison the senator. Now, what happens is they drive off. I like how they drive off. He's going through everything, and he mentions about like one of his meetings, like cancel that because it's too close to all this bullshit. Now, while they're in there, the driver cranks up the heat in that motherfucker. Al, shout out to that 1990 dashboard. I haven't seen that dashboard in years. Shout out to that. But
that wood grain.
That wood grain and just the boxes for the levels of heat and all that shit. I remember that shit. Anyway, but they was like, it's getting hot in here. He's like, I don't know, the AC's bad. And he tried to open the cooler, like the cooler's stuck too. He's like, does anything work in here?
No, it doesn't.
No, you're gonna die.
And this motherfucker like, all right, now roll down the windows. And he said, and I
windows don't work.
I like how his assistant was like, you want some water? No, I don't want water. I was like, oh shit. And I was telling myself, oh shit, he ain't gonna drink. His partner gonna drink it and not him. It don't matter because he gonna blow up too. Oh shit. And then he drank the water and finally, he's all convulsed. He's like, hey, are you all right? You just saw eyes bulging up. He getting fat, swelling up. I like how my man opens the door. He takes a screwdriver to the fucking lock and shorts it out and closes the door because I didn't know that's how it fucking worked on power windows in 1991.
Waves down a cop.
The cop goes to the thing. Now this is where the inconsistencies of this movie, yes, a lot of inconsistencies kicks in.
Thank you. I was asking myself, was I the only one that caught this?
Here's the thing. So Dee pointed out about the guy that was in front of the restaurant and he got blown up in front of the restaurant. And you're like, all right, that makes sense. He's dead, right? This cop was in front of the car. It explodes and you clearly see him get fucked up face first with the explosion.
Chris, this motherfucker eats it. I mean, boom.
But then when our
Hold
guy...
on. I can make it worse for you guys. Not only does he eats it, he doesn't just eat it. That shot jump cuts the explosion.
Yes.
The first of quite a few, might I add.
Yes. It is quite a few jump cuts in this
The thing is this. Now, here's where it comes in at. The guy gets hit by a car. The same officer that got blown up in front of the vehicle comes in front of him unscathed.
I was like, yo, is that I was
not even a singe burn or nothing, just clean.
I was like, is that the same cop? What's going on here, man? But I was just dying. And then goes back to your boy Mikaloff, whatever the nigga name is. Oh, the motherfucker's like, he's alive? You like, why is he not dead? Like, I'm sorry, but he would know. Like, no, kill him. I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna kill him because so far he has made it very clear that he's the villain, and villains will kill their own henchmen, even though it's more better if you keep him alive. But we ain't gonna go there. Whatever, whatever.
Oh my god, that whole sequence of events was just weird in and of itself. I'm just like, what was the point of this? This is the most sloppiest shit I have ever seen in my goddamn life.
So, I like how it goes quick. I like how they find them, they find them and all that shit, and it quickly goes to trial because that was like, what, a day and a half?
So they go to trial, and our boy figures out, oh shit, there's water. But oh shit, the judge drank the fucking water in the pitcher because the bad guys were there giving a winking nod to old boy that was on the stand. And I was like, oh my god. Oh my god.
I was like,
what
so
are you doing?
Here's the worst part.
When they
winked and nodded and all that shit, I'm like, so like nobody else in the room saw that shit?
Of course not.
Hey yo, Mo, you ain't see that shit?
The bailiff didn't see that shit? Like, guys, are we gonna do something here?
I mean, no, the judge drinks this motherfucking water. The look on my nigga's face like, yo, no. Now, here's the weird thing. Now, because he's such a hardened criminal, he's behind there's plexiglass blocking him from the jury and from the people in the courtroom. So there's already, there's already a blast shield already there because, fucking convenience. But,
I mean, not much of a blast shield when the fire literally ate the shield.
Oh my God. I like what happens next because like you said, the judge drinks the water and she goes, and all of a sudden, my man, no, get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. He's freaking out. Pierce Brosnan is on the other side of the door like, no, it can't be. Come on, get out, move. He tells the cops to leave him because that motherfucker's cooked. And all of a sudden, boom, my man, gone. Pierce Brosnan flies back. Hold on. He gets hit by that flame. Guess what? Gets up, not a singe on him because he's Pierce Brosnan. Yo,
sir.
Okay, there is something that we are missing, guys. Something very important. Something that we need to address as mature men in our 30s, okay? There is something that we have to address. And actually, I'll go to the person that gave us the fucking movie. DJ Sue, one question. I accept everything you give me. This is beautiful. But one good thing, one quick question. The fuck is that robot?
Oh, that.
Oh, it's the robot from Rocky IV, from Rocky IV.
Yo, what's with Tom Servo, nigga? What the fuck is that?
First of all, that was the early prototype of the Servbot from Mega Man.
Man, that's Johnny 2 over here. What the fuck, man?
Johnny 2, Johnny .5?
Nah, I can't. No, that's too. No. We several years. We are about a good 4.5 years too late to even try to make another Short Circuit reference.
I don't know, man.
Hollywood squandered that time.
But this thing was a working robot that analyzed like bomb parts, and I don't know. But it was a weird black scientist that was with him, with the robot. And let me tell you something.
That is the black guy from fucking 48 Hours.
Oh, yes, it is. And I can say this clear as day. This motherfucker can't act.
I see why he's another one of those black dudes that will pop up in a Tyler Perry movie because he has. Oh, he has.
What? Hey, real talk. You're still... Hey, you saw my criticism? My criticism, I say he couldn't act. This motherfucker is still getting work. The fuck do I know? The fuck do I know? But
also, D, that's the black guy from Moneyball.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, he was the one that was with Brad Pitt that was getting Star-Lord to play for the fucking
A's, yeah, but I don't.
He was the one that was like, he was the one that was like, yeah, third base is easy. Third base is extremely hard. That dude.
I can't remember. That's him?
Yep, that is him. He's been in a couple of Tyler Perry movies. He's in All American. He's in Snowfall. He's still acting. He's still out there still playing the old. He's still out there playing the old black guy. So hey, it works.
Hey, see what I just said? I ate my words, dog. I'm cool with that.
Now hold on. So check this out. So he goes to a scientist friend who deduces what the source of this bomb is made of. So he tells him, hey, he's like, yeah, check this out. Hey, don't stand in there. It takes 30 seconds to blow up.
You counted.
The fact that he figured it out, and Pierce is looking at it going, so it's the water. Yeah, it's the water. This is where the two of you gentlemen had a problem with this movie, as if there's anything else that wasn't a problem. Now hold on. You guys had a problem with the fact that they really did not go into full detail on how this explosive was even made. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it for the record. This is an action movie, straight to cable and eventual VHS, 1992 action film. All right. Movies like this, Chris. Movies like this do not require any type of real rational thought into how X explosive is made.
I'm not saying it has to, but I mean,
Chris,
if I was
Chris, no, let him get his Eris deserved that one.
I mean, if I'm right,
I don't know why
to
you
be honest,
made me laugh. That's really why. Look, and Chris, you probably gonna tell me. Chris is probably like me. Fuck you. Makes sense, goddammit.
No.
That's not Chris all real.
I was not asking it to make sense. What I'm saying is, if I was writing this movie, I would have fucked with the audience and have Pierce Brosnan's character drink like a tall glass of water as he's explaining this.
See, at that point, CJ, you
just to fuck.
I know, CJ.
That's what I do.
I get it. You're trying to interject some comedy into this. You're trying to interject comedy. I get it. But as you can see, we have only about 30 more minutes left in this movie.
I'm just saying, just have him drink. Just have him drink a bottle of Perrier water as your little tie-in to the movie, and then there you go. That way you'd be like, "But aren't you drinking water? It's Perrier water. It's not tainted."
I get you.
Hell yeah, sparkling water. Yes, it tastes like carbonated cum. But you know what? It's good.
I mean, I don't know what cum tastes like, but the carbonation in water does not mix in well with me. So no.
Is that, look. You look at that one guy out there. Hey, baby, does cum taste like Perrier? Nigga, what the fuck are you listening to?
It's like, I have no if your wife and your girlfriend divorces you, Three Black Geeks is not responsible for that.
I ain't responsible for your flimsy ass marriage.
Speaking divorced on that shit, this issues right there, sir.
Damn. What was the breaking point? Y'all talking about Perrier tasting like cum. I don't know why the fuck y'all. That's why I stopped listening to y'all.
Actually, no, D, that's when that's when I give him the day. D, that's when I give him the Dave Chappelle. I had nothing to do with that. Sorry.
No, exactly. That's why they will punch me first. They'll be like, "You, I got divorced because of you." What did I do?
You literally see me running. Like as soon as I said I got nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. I turn around and run. I got the stocking cap on my head.
Y'all would be coming back from getting some Chick-fil-A with 2 bags in your hands. You'd be like, "Chris, what the hell happened?" It's like, Some dude blamed us for his divorce. You fuck his wife? Nah, worse actually. We talked about fucking.
So let me get this right. You mean to tell me that Livewire is responsible for someone getting divorced?
Livewire ended the marriage, unfortunately. So
And hold on. Look. Hey, Chris. What else do you do? Like, why he like Chris starts crying? Like, Chris, what's wrong, man? I want. Like, he just runs off. No, he runs off to his car. Here's Eris. So who kicked his ass? That's what I want. Like,
motherfucker look at me in my eye and punch me in the face.
No, why Chris got the classic messed up glasses? Well, it's like the joke is all like one of them is like turned all the way like 180 degrees upward, and he's still trying to keep it on his face straight. Why do people do that? I never understand.
That's more embarrassing than just getting punched in the face. Period.
Just throw the glasses away at that point. Why are you trying to keep your dignity up with him, man?
Take the glasses off, put them shits in your pocket, and keep it moving, dude. Just do that.
Man, look. Dude, you can't be, because it ain't you. It ain't you out there. And here's Eris. Yo, chill like, it's you too, nigga.
You part of this. I seen it.
You part of this shit. Like, look, just hear me out. Would that mean you'd be a part of it too? And all of us three start crying, and you start hearing the Exhale song. Shoo, shoo, shoo. We all hugging, and here's somebody looking at us. Y'all niggas gay as shit.
Tell you what.
That's why I stopped listening to this show.
Now here's the ridiculous part. Hey kids, you want to see a clown blow up? Well, here you go.
Hold on. First of all, I'm gonna need you to stop. I'm gonna need you to stop right there, sir. See, this is my favorite part of the movie.
Oh no, it's my favorite. No, it's my favorite part of the movie too because You know what's funny? For a while, if you could find it, there was a GIF from this scene of when, and we'll explain it when it happens. And I kept wondering, like, what movie is this from? Because it was always funny. Then I'm watching this and I'm like, son of a bitch, it's this movie. So
you know what?
So
no.
Oh, go ahead. Uh-oh. Drop the phone.
My bad.
Shame.
Nah, you know what you were saying that the movie like this is y'all favorite part of the movie and all the rest of that shit. For me, I was telling myself, hey, it could get better. It could get better. It needs to be somewhere where a lot of people are watching this and all the rest of that like where a lot of people are watching it. He needs to be like a big ass action scene and all the rest of that. Be 90s about it. Also, I get joy in my heart knowing that Ron Silver is raw-doing Fierce Brosnan's wife at this point because it just makes him angrier.
Well, you also forgot too, prior to this whole scene with the clown and stuff, he tries to stop it beforehand by literally going to his house and punching him in the face.
Yeah, I remember that. I like how he goes to his wife. Him and his wife have a moment, and he ruins it. I love how he ruins it. He's over there talking. They have like a moment like, I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, I know. So it's like, why are you fucking him?
So here's the thing. So
I'm thinking I mean it. He is verbally abusive to this woman the entire movie.
I mean, so to set the stage here, the movie tries to false start Ron Silver drinking the water. To the point to where, hey, Senator, they need you on stage to make your speech. Well, I guess fuck this water then. He just puts it down and walks off. And I'm like, so you were thirsty, but apparently that speech takes precedent over just taking 2 seconds to take a sip of water. All right, cool.
Hey, look, and that's when Ron Silver will look at you. That's right, Kobe.
It's like, I will just swallow my spit and I'm good.
This man, like, first of all, Pierce Brosnan shows up knowing what's up, knowing that he's next.
Also, he puts in a false bomb report so he can get him and his boy and that goddamn robot into the fucking place too, by the way.
And I do like how everybody goes, wait a minute, see me and tell me that you came up with this fake bomb threat just to put this entire event on full panic mode?
Speaking of which, Eric, she forgot this event is for the DC Children's whatever.
Oh, I know. I know.
School, whatever. Because this school is meant to help kids all around the world find an education, and not the kids living in Southeast. Anyway,
so fuck them. That's why. Come on, you know how it is.
Come on, D. Come on, now, D. Come on, you thought this was going to the.
I'll say this though, I was pleasantly shocked that they actually did film a good chunk of this in DC. I was shocked.
Yes, they did. And like I said, it did earn the stripe. It's earning its stripes as the worst, best movie.
Because it's very rare.
The best, worst movie shot in DC. Yes, it is.
Now check this out. So when you got the terrorist clearly disguised as one of the clowns, decides to push this lemonade truck into a fountain.
I was like, yo!
But my thing is this, was it the lemonade cart or was it the fountain that got tapped, that got fucking plugged?
It was the fountain. The freaking fountain was tapped.
But who's drinking out the fucking fountain?
Quite a few of those nasty coronavirus having ass kids.
All of the Caucasian.
That right there was probably the best part, because of all things, you would think that the lemonade was what was spiked instead.
That would make sense. Hey, everybody likes lemonade. Fuck
because, but then again, well, hold on. See, CJ, I'm gonna answer that question for you. What was spiked more, the fountain or the lemonade? We're not gonna know, because Pierce Brosnan chases down this clown and beats the brakes off of him.
Sir, he waterboards the fuck out of him first.
No, he does. But first, he punches the crap out of him. And I love the camera work. You see the camera follow the fist into his face underwater. Follow the fist and back to the face.
Still less cuts than Taken 3.
Oh, yes, absolutely. They showed that several times. Then it eventually shows after he's waterboarding him long enough, dude pulls him up. Eyes are red. I'm like, oh, okay. It was the fountain that was tapped.
And at this point, Pierce is at high value. Run!
While I'm drowning him, drink all that water. Drink it.
Like, now, he's like,
hold on.
Wait a minute. Is this water poison? No, it's just DC water.
Anacostia.
Now this is the best part. When he puts this clown in a wheelchair, tells him he's got 10 seconds. This is the greatest 10 seconds ever, because everything is super tense. He is pushing him towards the stage. Let's go. And we see him fly dead center in front of the stage, jump cuts into an explosion.
Sir, the practical effects of his shirt tearing apart each other like the Incredible Hulk. You forgot that, sir. You forgot that.
Yeah.
Yo, my kids saw that explosion and they couldn't stop laughing because all they saw was a clown in a wheelchair.
Paul Phoenix wins.
And that is why.
My oldest like, Dad, what are you watching?
And that is why that was my favorite part of the movie.
Oh my God! You just saw. No, when he put him in the wheelchair, though, I was like, movie, are you going to bless me by being silly?
Did you love the jump cut of when he hits the fucking stand and it turns into a guy to a dummy that just explodes?
Yeah,
that's what I was talking about.
I love the jump cuts because it's clearly like an hour later because the sun's halfway in a different place.
It's like, all right, Pierce, you ready to do this? You ready?
Ready to do this now?
Live wire, take 32, action.
It's like, all right, Pierce, show me what you got.
Show me the goods, Pierce, right there, right in the middle camera. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, man. This movie is fucking hilarious. Now, at this point, also, we didn't mention that Ron Silver is, like, super loaded, and he has, like, a fucking mansion, and he's, like, marble flooring, and I love how that pisses off Pierce, because it's like, you see what his floors are, like linoleum, marble flooring. He must be taking money for someone else. Like this nigga is just, like, it's almost like he is penisivity, but at the same time, he's just mad that somebody else is banging his wife. That's all it really is for him.
You know that he's also he's also onto him when he starts punching out the drywall and finds like thousands of dollars.
Yo, I'm like, how did no? When that happened, I was like, yo, just so happened though, man.
So,
Like, come on.
I'm guessing the movie Street Kings took their inspiration from this movie then.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, anything can happen, man. Because as we all know, Livewire is the reason. It's the main reason why somebody saw this movie and said, you know what? I'm going to make my own movie. And that movie was Talladega Nights.
The story of Ricky Bobby. Anyways.
I mean, my dude, no, hold on. You guys can't forget, we got some humor from Pierce Brosnan. Again, erratic Pierce Brosnan looks at him and says, huh, you really did put money into this house.
Pierce had to hate that. I'm sorry. You know how it's like you say you got to see some lines when you look at dialogue, you go, ugh. You know what I mean? I think that one, Pierce is like, all right, let's just do it.
Now, I'll tell you what was funny. Did you just love the illustrious Skinamax sex scene after that? Because, after a long day of killing a clown and almost getting blown up, you have a nice sex scene with your ex-wife.
Sir, that was all the more reason why this movie was direct to cable.
I mean, just that was just like.
And you know that his.
Now hold up, and let me point this out. All right, we're going to film this sex scene. I need $11 million budget 1992 sex scene. That's what this was.
We need Red Shoe Diaries level of sex scene. All right, cool, I guess.
That's pretty much what that was.
Yeah, I mean, Passion Cove.
Now I got a question. Now,
Nightcap.
Nightcap.
Now, Pierce, before we do this, I got to ask you a question. Are you comfortable with showing your ass crack? That's a yes? Okay, let's go, guys.
Are you going to tuck it in? Do you need some tape? Want to tuck it in? All right, cool.
Hey, can somebody come over here and fluff these tits? They're looking kind of low.
Somebody help out Pierce. He's got a windsock thing going on.
All right, everybody. Is the lighting right? Yes, the lighting is right. Pierce, can you put on some pants? No, I work naked.
I gotta show the
whatever,
thrusting.
Pierce. Okay, make sure there's no lighting on his ass, all right? I can still see his head. I can see your head too. Pierce, move your hip. Thank you. Constant professional. All right, ready and action.
And this was all inside of a colonial house bathtub.
Yep.
And my tall black ass can't even fit in the goddamn colonial bathtub.
But here's the thing to get me. I was sitting there the whole time watching this sex scene, thinking of one thing. Hey, D, did he earn it? I mean, look, the nigga almost died. He saved a bunch of people.
He saved his wife.
I think he earned it. Hey, D, I got another question. Yeah, you think he learned his lesson of how being a better man to his wife? Not just going through a near death tragedy, but truly changed. Because I don't want him to go back saying something really disrespectful to his wife 15 minutes later, and there it went.
I mean, I'm just gonna say this: there are two things that guarantee you to get sex in movies: death of a close friend and near death. Those are the two right there.
Yes, sir.
Not to mention putting.
That requires pussy.
Hold on.
Look, ladies, that's what it requires.
There's one more thing too. Putting said future relations sex partner in harm's way.
On purpose. Yeah, honey,
on purpose.
I'm so totally sorry. They gotta put a gun to your head. Thank God I saved you.
Damn, that's scumbag sex right there, son.
Hey, look, how many movies have we seen where that scumbag sex came in? It's like, yeah, you gotta purposely put your girlfriend in danger by making her bait.
Damn, though. It did, but it was so 90s because I was like, I was looking at the whole sex scene. I was like, I need a dun 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 from the guitar. I'm like, thank you. You know what it remind me of, Eris? You know how the Simpsons used to make fun of action movies themselves and how their music sounded like?
Yeah.
That's what the soundtrack sounded like.
I felt like if this
sounded like the Simpsons making fun of an action movie.
Hey, CJ, were you just like me in thinking that in this $11 million budget, if they spent like another 500,000 to no, I'm sorry, not even 500. They spent if they spent an extra 250, and I do mean $2.50, they could have got Ron Wasserman.
I mean,
I hate you. Another $2 there.
$2. I'm about to give him a whole $5. Like, fuck it, here's a $5. Oh, you got no goddamn change. Shit. Nah, but this is where the movie goes into MacGyver / Home Alone territory, because at this point, good old Danny O'Neill decides, I'm going to go to the center of this place. It's heavily guarded and stuff, and it's getting overrun by terrorists. So that's when O'Neill decides, okay, I'm going to make a homemade bomb from fertilizer, because it's funny. I remember when the Oklahoma City bombing happened, and I remember watching TV, and they said fertilizer is part of bomb making. I was like, shit is a bomb? Wow.
Pretty much.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Hey, yo, Chris. Thank you. Now I don't feel so alone now.
No, think about that, because as a kid, you think bombs is stuff like, gasoline and shit like that, right? But it's
gunpowder.
Like, fertilizer is a bomb. What?
Surprise. And you know, and they didn't kill, and it killed me, because I remember at one point, weren't we getting like some television shows and movies censored when it came to bomb making?
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah, because you had stuff like making pipe bombs and all that stuff.
It ain't like it's a movie that I question if in any capacity would Three Black Geeks ever do, and that's Top Dog. It ain't like in Top Dog where all the shit they did look eerily just like the Oklahoma City bombing, and the movie was released like 4 weeks after the Oklahoma City bombing. You know what I'm saying? So bomb making wasn't really taken seriously until the late 90s, and even did it kind of right before 9/11, they stopped really talking about bomb making and started focusing on kids, white kids listening to Marilyn Manson shooting up schools, back when they gave a shit about that.
Yep.
Yeah, but anyway, so America's fascinating, isn't it? Anyway,
very fascinating. I mean,
this fucking country is weird. Anyway,
feel like we just turned into fucking old boy from fucking 60 Minutes. You know something?
You know what I miss about America? I miss baseball and talking to your priest.
Only thing you need is the bushy eyebrows and you set.
Bushy eyebrows, arched back, haven't urinated in 10 days. You know that shit.
Goddamn prostate. Drop. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about Trump is going to make the prostate work.
But anyways,
I gotta point out this to you guys. So far, my favorite homemade weapon was Yes, you already know, CJ. My favorite weapon was the light bulb nail shotgun.
This dude, throughout this whole thing, has turned into MacGyver all of a sudden. I'm like, where did this come from?
You know where he came from? Because I like how it happened right before he started making all that. He took off his FBI jacket. And he was like, oh yeah, he's an FBI. He's badass. He's a badass bomb maker that knows how to make the bombs too. So yeah, of course he's going to do all that star shit, man.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. He was like Pierce Brosnan in this scene. When he finally takes out all the terrorists using these homemade weapons, right? I figured, you know what? You might as well go for broke and just pull out an aerosol can and a lighter and just go to work.
I'm just saying, man.
At this point, it's like it can't, because again, his MacGyver skills come out of fucking nowhere. It's like the movie just made it up on the fly. Somehow you throw some fucking nails inside of a fucking pipe and it turns into a fucking pipe gun like old boy from Death Wish 3 and stuff.
I mean, this motherfucker's not playing around though. He is like picking niggas off.
Hey CJ. And speaking of which, the dude that got shot with the nails, right? Did you like the early selling of that?
Nigga, I mean, I mean, it's like before the nails even got there. And it's like, dude, oh, whatever. Too early, but fine. Fuck it, whatever.
I mean, way too early.
I mean, just, you know.
I mean, nobody saw that in the editing room though, Eris.
Couldn't have sped it up or nothing.
I mean, nobody saw that.
Now, this is where the movie, despite all this ridiculous, kind of fails at a little bit. Most movies of this magnitude here, you know, you get the mano-a-mano fight with the main bad guy and the good guy. Didn't get that, and I was very sad about that.
No, we didn't get that at all. It jumped straight to John McClane and Hans Gruber.
Except
it just jumped.
Our boy
it just
Rashid,
jumped straight to that face-off.
Our boy Rashid decides, fuck it, I'm gonna swallow this liquid and just kill all of us. And I'm like, okay.
Because he already knew that there was nothing more that could be done. He's pretty much surrounded at this point, and he knows he's not gonna walk out of this clean. So he decides, you know what, I'm gonna take all of us out. And he doesn't just try to take everybody out. I like how he purposely set it up. Like he knew he was standing in some shadows, and he goes, "O'Neill, diffuse this."
I was like, no, he drunk that shit. This motherfucker had the motherfucking Judge Doom eyes, and I was like, exactly. Oh shit, bro.
This man said, O'Neill, diffuse this.
Dude, that was some Metal Gear. That was some Metal Gear, the end levels of death, like, so you just explode.
Ed.
In fact, I like to think Kojima saw fucking Livewire and inspired Metal Gear Solid 3.
I was just about to say that too. Like, dude, like, yo, Kojima, were you inspired by this movie?
In fact, I think the Cobra Unit actually probably did watch this movie in canon.
Now, you know, I was going to say that no, he didn't, but I do like Chris's theory about the Cobra Unit watching this in canon. I agree with that, actually. That I can agree with. Like, Liquid being a big fan of this movie.
Like, anytime that they are about to get caught, or, you know, that is their exit strategy, is that they spontaneously combust when you know for a fact they're about to get captured.
I mean, oh man, and then the fact that the movie literally
that ends... ain't the movie. No. It ain't the best part about the scene. The best part about the scene was the scene that came right the fuck out of nowhere. Is when they jump off the roof. Ron Silver and Pierce Brosnan jump off the roof together. Kaboom! Oh! Ron Silver takes the Mortal Kombat death.
by landing on that iron fence.
And I'm just sitting there like, just
Here, Squid. Fatality.
Actually, I wish we had this.
No, I can't say Pierce wins, and this one is more so.
He did it, actually.
He didn't. Pierce didn't win. Rashid wins.
No. No, I got it. The script wins.
In fact, you know what sound effect popped into my head? Fucking urinating trees sound effect that he uses when people get cut out the playoffs.
What?
Yeah.
I was, you know what, CJ, I was actually imagining that you would use your favorite scream from Surviving the Game.
Daddy, no! Academy Award winning F. Murray Abraham, ladies and gentlemen. No! Amadeus.
Either that's I'm sorry, D. Either that scream or Thor getting Mjolnir punched out by Hulk.
All right. So after all of this roller coaster of a time for our hero, we jump a year later, and that
It's
chick,
1993.
yeah, shut up. And the chick that got
KOF is 98. do 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 do. Sorry.
So homegirl's back. This time she got another bomb in her car. Except this time it's her boyfriend or the guy she ran off with, whatever. He's defusing it. And guess what? Pierce gets a message. Hey, guess what? Your wife's water just broke. You're about to have a baby.
And it ends with him defusing the bomb within a second of him hearing that news. And all of a sudden, the camera pans upwards and stuff as he's running towards his car.
Super upwards. He doesn't. I don't even know how he. First of all, when I saw that scene, I was like, "Yo, Pierce, where did you park?"
Second of all, so you mean to tell me y'all stopped traffic right there? And no, there's no traffic running on the motherfucking Suitland Parkway right there. Are you fucking kidding me? Y'all stopped traffic for this shitty ass movie? That's the 7-Eleven I always go to. But still, like, y'all stopped this shit for this movie? Wait a minute, don't pan out. Wait a minute, don't cut off. No, there's the credits. It's over.
1, 2, 3, 4. It all began in 92.
Yo.
So, is a bomb expert.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the movie. Pierce goes off to see his wife have a child, and he continues his alcohol abuse, and they have a terrible
Time out. There's a part that I forgot to mention. So when Traverse is kidnapping O'Neill's ex-wife,
yeah,
his ex-wife's mom, being the bitch that she is, hangs up on him when he's trying to warn her, right?
Oh yeah!
Thank you. Hold on. Thank you, CJ. I'm so glad that you pointed this out because we totally skipped over this. I meant to tell you, Rashid is now my favorite movie villain of all time.
Oh my God.
Why?
Man.
No, wait. Did you ask why, D?
Yes, why?
D. Out of all movie villains, no one has done this. I have yet to see anybody gun butt an old woman.
You know what, Eric?
That shit's fucking hilarious to me.
You know what, Eric? I think you found somebody.
I have officially reached the apex.
This was actually, to be honest with you, it's fucking hilarious, but I call it just desserts because I was like, look, man, she hung up on Pierce Brosnan. Karma came back and just
oh yes, it did. Karma came back in the form of a 22, and it went straight upside her head.
Don't touch my daughter.
I'm going to say straight upside her fucking head, nigga.
Why are you touching my daughter?
Dude, when she got clocked, I like the way she took that hit because she hit the ground hard.
I mean, she probably did. I'm just gonna be honest with you. She probably did.
I mean, that gunbutt was amazing.
I mean, it was just like, bitch, get the fuck off me.
See, that was a villain gunbutt.
Yeah,
pure villain gunbutt.
Look, I feel bad when old people get gun-butted, but at the same time, that was just karma right there. That was just like, you had that coming. You had that coming.
First of all, CJ, you feel bad when it happens. I laugh when it happens because I always say, if an old person gets gun-butted, 9 times out of 10 they had it coming.
I mean,
no, Eric, here's the thing. Even if it wasn't had it coming, 10 out of 10, it's deserving because my entertainment is all that matters.
My entertainment is all that matters.
I mean, fuck it. And look. If Granny got to take a motherfucking 9mm upside the fucking head, well, yo, Grandma, do what for the team. Make this scene awesome. Doop.
I mean, to tell you the truth, CJ, I haven't been this entertained and this satisfied since seeing Mark Wahlberg take a 45 upside the head in Max Payne.
I gotta admit though, what's funny to me about this is that the guy that directed this movie, he actually did a movie that I low key liked of his. Well, two of them actually. Screamers with Peter Weller, and The Art of War.
He did Art of War?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay.
Two movies of his, and he did a Scanners movie. He did a Scanners sequels too, which, not really a fan of them, but, you know.
Man, look, to be honest with you, the first Scanners is not that really good, man.
Cult, it probably because it got the cult-like status and stuff of it, but yeah, those two movies.
Everybody like it for that one thing. That's like, it's on the same level of people say they like Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. No, you like the meme.
Garbage Day.
No. It's like this. You like the meme. You do not like the movie.
Oh, no. Hold on. You like the meme. People think I'm going to say Garbage Day. Red car. Good
point. Oh, God, Eris, we got to do that movie. We have to do that movie this year, man.
But I would say, like, it's just funny to me, that New Line. Because we talk all the time about how, like, movies cut out nowadays and stuff. Like, could you actually do this movie now if it got remade?
No. The way the movie came out is the way it will come out today. This bitch coming out on Hulu or motherfucking Netflix.
Who do you think if you had to cast this, if you had to cast a Denny O'Neil, who do you think would it be? Would it be Jai Courtney?
No. Let's go a little bit lower.
All right,
bring it down.
Actually, I wasn't going to go. Hold on. I wasn't going to go. No, I got one even better for you. Since this is supposed to be an action movie, you want to know who's going to play the Russian bad guy?
Oh, old boy from the Undisputed movies.
God, I love how quick you are with that, Chris. Yes, Scott Adkins.
I think he's too good. He's too good for this movie, though.
I was actually thinking, no. Scott Adkins, motherfucking peak is motherfucking Netflix movies. So yes, this is right up his fucking alley. Don't you dare do that, Chris. Don't you dare do that. What fucking blockbuster? I'm sorry. Let me stop that. What movie has he done that was better than any fucking Van Damme movie?
Ninja.
I'm just saying. I like Scott Adkins too. All right, Boykin was okay at best.
Hey, let's be real here, CJ. See, you say Ninja when that movie came out literally the same time as Ninja Assassin, and we all know which movie got overshadowed.
Yep.
Ninja Assassin got overshadowed because J-pop star fucking Rain. That's why.
Of course. Well, K-pop star.
K-pop. My bad. Sorry, I didn't want to fuck that up.
The point is this. Point is, Scott Adkins would fucking do this movie. Actually, I think he would be Pierce.
In fact, it probably would have elevated it to where we actually would get like a legit fight at the end. So that speaks to the.
You know what? Give the movie.
Who would be Danny O'Neil though?
Hold on. Give the movie enough of a budget. Just give it enough of a budget because I think they could still afford it. Scott Adkins would be Pierce. Jason Statham.
No. I got a better one. Because he's done his fair share of DVD movies. Batista.
No.
You
know what, B? Oh, that's the guy from such and such show. He's on Westworld. Oh, that guy. Okay, cool. That's who it's going to be. No, I'm just saying it's going to be somebody like that. Oh, that's that guy from that TV show that I don't watch, but I know his face. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, him. How is he? He all right.
Also, just as an added measure and stuff, they get Mike Coulter as the black guy that helps out Danny O'Neil.
See, that's funny.
You shooting way too high. It's got to be a comedian.
God damn, man. So, we get the black dude from fucking Bloodshot then?
Nah, we're gonna get
because this movie went straight to digital. You get King Batch.
Oh, I was about to say it's gonna be. Thank you, Eric. It was gonna be somebody on that level.
Fuck.
It's gonna be somebody on the wildin' out level. Okay.
And I like King Batch too. Fuck, because he actually is starting to do a lot of movies now. God damn it.
He's terrible in every one.
He's terrible.
No, I kind of like him.
I'm proud of King Batch though, nigga. I'm proud of that motherfucker. I hate his movie. I hate everything he does.
It would go straight to King Bash because once again, this is King Bash trying to be serious.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
Now, loving.
Probably say, who's gonna play the girl? Easy. Hey, you girl. Yeah, you off of CW. Yeah, get over here. All right, there you go.
Hold on, which one do we get?
Chris.
Sarah.
Chris, look at me. Does it fucking matter?
It does matter. It does matter because you can't get.
Hey, Chris, look at me. She's 27 and she said yes. Why the fuck does it matter?
Because you have to specify, sir. You got to get one of the chicks.
Do you know how many fucking explosions happen in this fucking movie?
You have to.
I got to save money.
You know,
you have to specify. Do you know how much explosions cost in 2020, motherfucker?
But you have to specify it, though, because you can't get them from any of the Arrowverse shows. So that's off the table. You gotta go to. You gotta go to one.
When that guy's
that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Might I make a suggestion?
I'm getting there, though. I'm getting to the suggestion, though.
Might I make a suggestion? Since you're trying to save money because of the explosions, I'm guessing because D wants to go Michael Bay on the explosions here.
No, I'm not. I just know that Netflix is only giving us $12 million to work with, and we only use about 7 of these bitches.
We can use our girl, who I told she needs to play Kelly in a Saved by the Bell remake. Our girl from Zombie Tidal Wave.
That's what I was getting at. You go to one of the lesser known CW shows that she was in, called The 100. Get any one of those chicks in that show.
Chris, that's what I was saying. It doesn't matter.
No, you have to specify. But I'm saying, you specify. I specify that show because that's low on the totem pole of CW.
Oh, you know why I don't specify, Chris? You know why I don't specify? If it's on CW and DC ain't got no part of it, why the fuck do I care about it?
Because you don't. Because you don't. Because you got to protect. You got to protect your Arrowverse stars, no matter the capacity here.
Oh yeah, you know what? Look. You're kind of correct on there. But here's the funny thing. And be honest. If it was Sarah off of Legends, it wouldn't surprise you, would it?
Nigga.
It wouldn't surprise you if she was the one that said yes.
I would be sitting there like,
I totally know what you mean now.
Of course.
But all right. Look. This movie can definitely be remade today. I just don't know what you can do. But yeah, it's going straight to Netflix because you can't. I'm not saying that you can't. It's just that I don't see nobody leaving a house.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah.
I don't see nobody getting in the car. Y'all trying to see Live Wire.
It's like, let's go do this and stuff. But
even if the remake that we just came up with is actually superior, I still wouldn't spend no money on it.
I still would like to know where did that $11 million go to, because it had to go all to Ron Silver since he's like the big name person in this movie, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, out of him and Pierce, they had to be getting. I can imagine Ron getting paid more, but Pierce making money back on whatever residual off of this motherfucker, you know what I mean?
For people renting from Blockbusters.
Like, they paid Ron Silver more, but Pierce had more to gain after the movie was made, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can see that. I can definitely see that. But yeah, like, I don't know, Chris. I'm going to say explosions. But even then, these explosions weren't like gigantic explosions that were going to cost millions of dollars to do. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you where the money went into. The practical effects of making everybody expand their bodies into exploding.
Which is ironic because now we got programs that can actually do better than this.
Yep. Ooh. Hey, I got you one better too. You know what this actually went to? And this is something that we actually overlook. Location. It's expensive.
It's quite expensive to shoot in DC.
Yep, shutting everything down. And I mean, I think
it's expensive as hell to shoot in DC.
Because didn't Enemy of the State, wasn't that more expensive because they shot in DC and Baltimore and shit?
Where? What you say?
Wasn't Enemy of the State like crazy expensive because they actually legit shot in DC and Baltimore, basically?
Yeah. Like movies that shoot in DC usually have the budget to do it, and I never understand why they don't try to shoot in like Virginia and the Maryland suburbs, but they just don't like that. You know what I mean? They will do a Virginia suburb way quicker, but still, they don't do it like you think they would. You know what I mean?
Be like Cynthia Rothrock, folks. Film in the suburbs of Maryland and Virginia, and you'd be good to go.
Hey, nigga, you know what? I'm gonna be real. I'm shocked they have it. Do you know how it gotta be cheap to shoot in PG?
Can you imagine? You can shoot a movie in Fort Washington and nobody would say shit.
You can. All you gotta do is pick 4 locations in PG, and you can believe it's DC.
You can film down here. You can film down here in Hughesville, and nobody would fucking know.
Nobody will fucking tell the difference. Whatever.
When you guys film the fight scene. Huh?
But yeah, I'm saying I'll say it went into that too, man. It definitely had to go to location, man.
But this
because
is,
we don't like
But this is great. Like, can you imagine you're getting off the subway station, you see Pierce Brosnan filming the scene on the street. It's like, oh shit, what movie is this? Livewire? Can't wait to see this in theaters. And it
everybody, it's always cool. It's always cool to see I guess like people looking out their business window and seeing like an action scene go on and you're wondering what the fuck going on. Like I like you see like I remember like something was shot up in Chicago and a whole lot of people in Chicago were like tweeting about it and shit. So, you know what I mean? So it's always cool when they shoot in your city. You know what I mean? Except if you gotta leave that part of the city.
But anyways, folks, that is Livewire. So yeah, I think that makes up for the fact that, you know, they didn't get Species. But hey, we'll get to Species.
Hey, Species is not off the table. We're going to eventually do that. I hope we can get to that sometime this year.
Livewire is a good segue from off of Damn It White People, to be honest. So this is perfect.
Yeah, but don't worry. We're going to get we're going to go right back into Damn It White People month. You know why? Because we're going to go to the king of Damn It White People. As we like to call him, Action Trump. We're going to get back to Steve Seagal. This time we're doing a film with the African Americans. We're gonna call this one
again.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man.
Action Trump is back, bitches. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.